Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome to Pure Rap Podcast. Goddamn. Hey, that's how you know it's been a minute.
What the hell was that?
Welcome to Pure Rap Podcast episode. I messed up, man. I had a little. It's like a tongue twister. Pure Rap Podcast episode 52, and we got the fat Slim Shady, the black Slim Shady, the mixed Slim Shady. All the way. We're like just a spawn of a bunch of Slim Shadies. Just
Slim Shady,
a whole bunch of Slim
Shady.
Shadies.
Shady bunch.
Here we
It's
go.
supposed to say Team Shady.
Yeah, Team
Not
Shady.
Team Kid.
Hashtag Team Shady.
It's hashtag Team Shady, not Team
Facts,
Kid.
man.
We're the Shady bunch today, man.
The Shady Bunch. Facts, bro. That's what
We're
it
the
is. Got the Shady Bunch. Man, what y'all up to though? What y'all been up to, man? I got my Wi-Fi now, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh, he's going
my
up.
new-
He got Wi-Fi.
I got my Wi-Fi now, man, so we can finally hop back on.
Man, it's
I
been,
just got this
yeah.
Wi-Fi too, and I was like, damn, let's just hop on Monday. Fuck it.
Finally got a new background that's actually his.
Yeah,
he
facts,
got a background.
yeah,
Shit.
facts.
I also got piano in the back. Where the piano go? Moved out.
And I do got a keyboard though in the living room. You know what I'm saying? I might have to put it right back here just to have it, just to keep it like right there.
Right.
Nah,
He-
I do though. I don't have one as grand as that, but just a regular ass Amazon keyboard.
Hey,
Yamaha,
shoot,
whatever
it
that
is.
is.
Hey, Yamaha. Hey, shoot,
Yeah, you
you
just gotta
still,
learn,
still,
bro. You gotta
hey,
learn
still
it.
got to
Learn
do
it.
it though. You know what I'm saying?
I've been trying to learn this damn piano for I don't know how long. I'll like start for like a week, then I'm like I was like fuck
You'll
it.
learn one day.
Man, I'll get there.
You just weren't born with it, bro.
I'm trying to be Beethoven, bro. I'm trying to be the next.
Trying to be Zaytoven on this thing, man.
I'm trying to be.
Not Beethoven,
I'm trying to be,
Zaytoven.
I'm trying to be Slim Tobin,
Trying
or
to be
Shady
Slim
Tobin.
Moving.
Shady Tobin,
Shady Tobin. Shady booming. Shady booming.
Shady Booming.
Shady booming in this thing.
Nah, that's hilarious, bro.
Oh, nah, man. It's how does it mud, man? I'm trying to wait. Can't wait for the winter, man. What's up, man? Summertime getting crazy. It's getting crazy, getting hot.
CK in the North Pole, man. He's
Yeah, I don't know
already
about
posting
all that, but
Y'all still hot, bro.
I know
It's
about
probably
the-
raining out there.
It's both,
Yeah,
bro.
it
Minnesota's
is, man.
weird, man, because like it'll be 90 degrees with a thunderstorm, humid as hell.
Yeah, all the
Different.
monsoons, man.
Like you'll
That's
see people,
different.
like I said, you'll see
They
someone
got the
walking around.
monsoons.
You'll see someone walking around with shorts and a tank top with the umbrella. Like
And
shit
the
just doesn't
umbrella.
look weird as hell, bro. That look hella weird.
And North Pole be tripping, bro.
That's the life out here, man. Like Santa Claus slims down when he's in Minnesota, and then like once the winter hits, that's when he
That's when he
inflates.
gets his winter spell.
That's when he inflates. That's fine.
Yeah, man. Nah, congrats
Hey,
on
but-
that though, man. That's dope.
Appreciate
You got
it.
new pads, so.
Appreciate it, bro.
Got the
Yeah,
new patty.
feels good because it's like I've been away before, but that's like when you got everyone in the house, like roommates and pretty much family friends, so you got everyone around. I'm like, so that's how it is being alone. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
Man.
It's a whole different lifestyle.
I'm about to actually get. I have to get now that I have Wi-Fi. I got my music equipment.
You
I still have it
Wi-Fi
at the.
before?
I have it at the premise, so I got to bring it over and set it up in there so I can start. You know what I mean? I can make a Pure Rap podcast.
Jingle?
4-bar
Instrumental. It's the middle.
make
What?
a
Four
PRP
bar
You
jingle.
gotta be catchy, man. You gotta be catchy like the Wendy's or something.
I know. I need to call up Pusha. I need to call up Pusha T. for pay him a 10
Need a new theme song for the Wendy's.
for Wendy's. Does Wendy's even have a jingle?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
No.
they've ever had one, bro. Now I think about it.
No.
I don't know,
Goddamn.
man.
This is not.
What
They
was
never
it? What we
have
saying earlier? That was before for four.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
I don't know. I
Wow,
don't be
that's
getting deep in the meats though.
What?
Whoa. Hey, hold up.
Whoa,
What?
pause. That man talking about Arby's. That man be
This
having
man
too
said he
much
don't be getting
Arby's.
deep in the meats.
That man be saying we have. That man be having too much of that Arby's, bro.
Hey, that's
You
man
know,
okay, bro. That's what wild, bro. Hey, I shout out Ashley.
the shady, bro. The shady's going crazy.
Hey, hold up.
That
Hey,
shit.
Team AB in the building.
Team AB in the building.
What you got on, AB? What you got on, AB?
Chase Davis on the beat, yeah.
Put that shit on. Do your dance, baby. Do your dance. Put that shit on. Do your dance, baby. Do your dance.
Turn
so
that shit
good.
off, man. I'm sick of that dance.
Put that shit on.
He said,
Yo, I can't.
Turn that shit off.
He said, turn that shit. Hey, Team AB, bro. Team AB in the building.
Hey,
Bro. We said
turn
even
up,
George
turn
Pickens,
up.
even George Pickens was doing the dance, man. Come on, that's the goat.
Team Abs, man. I don't got that. I'm the flat Slim Shady.
The Fat Slim Shady don't got
I'm not
ass.
Team Abs. I'm not Team Abs, man.
Team Absol.
Song of the decade, man. I don't know. That's
Song of the decade.
that song of the
Oh,
summer right
man.
there, bro.
Hey, that's a summer anthem, bro. Put that shit on.
Summer anthem on everything.
That's a summer anthem, bro.
Just put it on. Put that shit on.
Hey,
Put that
man.
shit on.
But without further ado, man, let's get into it. So happy birthday to the great, the legend himself, Nipsey Hussle. We get right into it. So Nipsey Hussle just received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Today was declared Nipsey Hussle Day in Los Angeles. Here we got a picture right here too. You know, shout out Nipsey Hussle, man. Super well deserved. To me, it's the Nipsey Hussle Day, man. That's just like,
Yeah, so
I just
iconic.
like to see that, man. Especially with someone like Nipsey Hussle, like who, especially in that city, man, who's been trying to. Yeah, I know. I don't even, man. We're not even gonna speak on that man. But,
Speak that man.
yeah, it's just
That
like,
man
come
angry.
on. Yeah, because it's the total opposite. Like of someone like Nipsey Hussle, who has done so much for the city of Los Angeles, his hometown. You know what I mean? Especially what he. It sucks that, like we said before, we talked about this plenty of times, but it's like it sucks that we won't get to see like what the plans that he had next. You know what I mean? Especially for empowering his people and also with wealth and trying to give people like in the youth, people who part of these environments where gang banging is heavy, and being able to kind of help unite Crips, Bloods, et cetera, it's like to lose someone like that, who had that influence and had that voice. That shit is like, it's super tragic, but I'm happy to see things like this where it's still the legacy just keeps going on. So happy birthday to Nip. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Definitely a legend in my eyes. So fuck what anyone else has to say.
Yeah, truthful. Yeah,
Man,
no,
get
happy
what,
birthday,
100
Nick.
on Clubhouse.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. What you saying? Nah, happy birthday to Nip though. This is kind of like a good like legacy thing for him. This is for LA. This is for his neighborhood. This is like, this is for his family. This is for like a lot of different things. So, just to be on that Hall of Fame is like it's more than an honor. That's just more than anybody like just where he's from. I mean, just to get a like star on a Hall of Fame is really big. Like, for his type of city, and just what he did too. I mean, he's like a legacy to his town. I mean, he just was like selling stuff in a shopping center and just kind of built it all up with businesses that he started owning. Clothing, hair, weed. I mean, there's so many different accessories. He started doing. Team Kevin. Oh my god.
Type of facts, man.
Nah, it's just a lot of things he did. So now I'm kind of I'm thankful. The marathon still continues.
Right.
It's
that
still
is
gonna be a legacy.
That is a victory lap moment, though. I will say that. So.
Yeah. Nah, it definitely is though. But what you think, kid? What you got?
It was dope to see the LA doing something for their people. A lot of people say LA don't ain't like the South, how they be supporting each other like the East and shit like that. So it's good to see that the city of LA is recognizing Nipsey Hussle and what he's done for his community, not just hip hop, but just in general. It was cool to see, man. I'm sure that he's looking down and would be proud of today, his birthday being declared Nipsey Hussle Day in LA. And I'm happy for his family, showing they're honoring their son, their brother, their father, all that. So it's cool for LA doing that and having a honor like that. It's cool to see.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, shout out Nipsey Hussle once again. And hopefully something like that too, or just what he stood for could like spark an impact in other people around the those communities and stuff, and to spark more change in that city and in the world in general. You know what I mean? When you have people like that, you know what I mean. Hopefully, even like Tupac said, when like he could spark that next that next mind moving forward, and then like J. Cole mentioned that before, stuff like that. So it's like you always want that who's gonna be able to pick up basically the baton and run with it. Like who's gonna be that next, So shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man. And we'll move on to new projects that got released. We have Rod Wave, Beautiful Mind, The Game, Dramatic, which we'll speak on, and we'll speak on next. We got Meg Thee Stallion, what was that? Traumazine,
Traumazine,
Young Nudie, EA Monster,
like
Danger Mouse, and Black
Young
Dot Cheat
Nudie.
Codes. So I got to listen to that Black Dot one I have saved, and I'm probably gonna listen to it after when we hop off, because I've been meaning to listen to that one. Black Dot is a goat, man. So he's definitely one of the goats. So I got, on some hip hop shit, like you got to go listen to that.
Some hip hop. We got some features on that move.
Yeah, he got some features, but I was looking at it, I was like, damn, we got ASAP, Conway,
Joey,
Joey Badass on that one. Yeah, so I see some names for real. So the only one Rod Wave too. He got some cool songs. I haven't listened to that album though, but he got some cool songs in general.
Oh, what you saying?
On the answer, man. So you gonna do your dishes and listen to that.
What, to Meg Thee Stallion?
Oh, it did. This is the
the cheat codes, but maybe
the cheat codes.
That's why I'm when you're doing your dishes tonight. What you gonna listen to?
I ain't got no dishes to watch tonight, man.
I mean, I got paper plates.
Yeah,
paper plates and plastic.
I mean, got the silverware in here or nothing.
Nah, I got all that, man. But it's easy to watch. It's just me. I got one plate, I got one plate to watch.
One plate, one spoon, one
spoon. Yeah,
This man got a cupboard full of paper plates and red Solo cups.
I need to get. I actually got cups, but I need to get paper plates though. I need to get paper plates. I like having paper plates on me. I'm at, like, there's a Dollar Tree next door to my job, so I'm probably about to hit that up real quick. Get me
it's gonna be all
plates, bro. Those paper plates come in clutch, man. I hate the light ones though. You need the thick ones. You know what I mean?
Thicker ones,
because you don't want that grease or whatever you're making. Like if I'm trying to heat up something, or like so put some bacon on it, it's about to pour through. Like
oh no, yeah, it's gonna be dead. Can't do that.
Here we go. Some album covers of each project. That I'm not gonna lie, man. Out of all these though, which one's your favorite cover? I gotta go with Rod Wave, man. That's a dope ass picture, bro.
Young Nudie.
I say Young Nudie.
Young Nudie, Slime.
I say Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. What?
Hey, The Rock wants to be her pet.
You like Rod Wave's cover, but do you like the new project though?
He said, "I can't stand Rod Wave. I can't stand your avatar picture."
Hey man,
Rod Wave, he be crying on record.
Why one got one on here of all days, man?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, Juan will be on here with it.
I know he wants to hear what I got to say.
Hey, we about to talk about Eminem and shit and Slim Shady. Yeah, that's hilarious.
He wants to know what you gotta say about this dude. It's the game day, that's why.
Hey, shit, we might as well just go to it now, man. This isn't like this not gonna be. Well, I honestly don't know how long we're about to talk about this shit, but
you got 10
so
minutes, man.
Thoughts on the game's new single, The Black Slim Shady, and his new project, Dramatic, Heart vs. Mind. So before we get into the single, let's just talk about the album
itself.
So let's talk about the album first. I'll let you
put me on first, man.
Because you go first.
Because the game, the number one game fan right here. What's up?
Out of all three of us, you are the biggest game fan. So you go first.
I'm a fan of
you fan of Triple H? Are you a fan of Triple H? It's time to play the game. Looking at it.
I'm growing up my hair for a reason.
What was his name? I forgot what. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot what the Triple H. Was it Hunter?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley or
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. He was like a fucking like some king or some shit. I don't know what he was. Anyways, talking about Triple H.
My thoughts. Yeah, so you want my thoughts on the single or the album?
The album first. Let's talk about the album first.
You want me to speak from my heart or from my mind?
Here we go. We got
He said,
the.
"Oh yeah, what's the cover?
You're
What's the
stupid.
cover?
You're. Oh my god. Hold
Your
on.
heart or your mind?"
This man. Wait. This
Literally.
man.
Brother, this guy stinks!
This man.
Man, come on now.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Nah, man, you played the wrong video, bro. You played the wrong.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga! You know nothing about that!
All right, I give you that one
Alright,
too. One for harder than mine. That's hilarious.
All right, so yeah, you want my heart or my mind?
Both.
I'll go straight into it. So actually, I get to see the Nipsey track. Well, I got the Nipsey track because I bought the album before they took it off.
Bro, how was that track,
Um,
bro? Man,
Oh.
I'm looking disappointed. I can hear it. I looked it up on YouTube.
He
I
said-
don't even know what the hell I
Eh,
listened to.
Man, I got it on SoundCloud, bro.
I don't-
Let
I
me
don't-
know,
I don't-
man.
Oh, it's on
Yeah.
SoundCloud. I'm tripping, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even
SoundCloud.
think
Oh,
It's
of
on my
sorry.
Apple, iTunes, whatever. Cause I bought.
Real fan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't
Real
know if I
fan.
wanna-
My bad.
I don't know if I want to start into that convo because that's a whole nother convo. But
What
I
about
would
the-
say
What? Oh, the
we
Nipsey
can talk about
track.
that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Alright.
After. But
Okay.
sucks that track's on there. That was a cool track, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
solid.
yeah, it's supposed to be 31 tracks. So it's 30.
The one on the one on
again,
the
if
last
y'all-
album though,
Welcome.
Oh, the one on the last album was good too. Yeah,
that shit was fire.
Yeah, that was a dope feature.
the game and
That was
Nipsey
dope.
they got fire features for
What was the name of the song? World Tours or something like
Welcome.
yeah World Tour.
Oh, World Tours is the new one.
that? Okay, I found it. Right here.
I'm sure it's probably on YouTube or SoundCloud. So I gotta have it on.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud. Dude.
They got it.
It's like 3
Yeah, I
minutes.
couldn't find it on YouTube, but
Well, anyways, I couldn't find it on YouTube either. Weird. It's kind of weird. But all right, go ahead, Caleb. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay, what I want to say is don't look. Yeah, I started off saying I wish that track would have stayed on, but that's a different topic we can bring up later. But yeah, 30 tracks. Don't let the media fool you into not listening to the rest of the bunch. I say there's some good songs, and there's some songs that are all right. You know, you don't gotta listen to. Obviously, it's 30 damn songs, man. That's just 2 hours long. You don't gotta listen to the whole damn fucking project. But yeah, man, don't let one track not let you listen to the album. Cause I know damn right there's a lot of Eminem fans like, oh, he put out this track, and they ain't gonna check out the rest of the album. So and I grown as a person. I thought we could just bring that up. I've grown as a person of hip hop where I may have a favorite artist or favorite artists. I don't let their problems, their beefs, take away. I'm not involved. Obviously, I'm not involved in that. I'm still going.
You're not biased. Like you're not. Yeah, you're not biased. You're gonna be like,
I'm still gonna listen to the game's my
Yeah.
favorite rapper. I'm still gonna listen to 50 Cent. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna listen to Eminem. I'm still gonna,
I hear you. You're not biased. Yeah.
You know what I mean. But like,
You have
people
fair.
get
You have fair
so-
judgment. You have fair
People
judgment
get
over
so
it.
caught on to their favorite person or their
Yeah.
favorite artist that like they'll take like
Wait,
they have, like,
Kev.
this beef for
Kev.
their problems is their problems. Like,
Kev.
what?
Can I put it this way? It's like sports, or like you're watching a boxing match and you got your favorite boxer who just got knocked out in the 6th round. It's like you got to give it up to the other person. You know what I mean? That's still your favorite, but it's like at the end of the day, you got to
I
show
respect
respect
that.
and love to the other guy. You
I
know what I mean? It's
respect
like yeah. So that's just the analogy. I was thinking of.
I might as well just get into it because we're kind of talking about it. I'll talk about the album later if we do album review or whatever. I'll talk about the track. That's why I say Eminem fans and their feelings because a lot of Eminem fans, I'd say,
Man, he
sparked
really
this
said
to happen.
it.
He literally said it.
A lot of Eminem fans, I say, sparked
Eminem
it to happen
stands.
due to the media. Eminem stands sparked it to happen due to media, due to they take one clip from Drink Champs, they take one clip from the podcast with Matt Barnes. I forgot the name of it.
All the smoke.
They take certain clips that they only hear from the media's posting, not the full interview, and they blow it out of proportion, thinking that he's dissing Eminem. I said this because someone thinks they better than them. Don't mean I don't take that as this. Maybe he said that he don't listen. He don't hear people listening to the club, whatever.
I mean, it's
if that's not true, that's not
factual
true.
though. It is
But-
factual.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fact. Nobody listen to Eminem. in the club,
You
but-
can't discredit that he did go out there and say Eminem's one of the good MCs, one of the better MCs in hip hop, and all that.
He's
But
always
they
showed
won't-
love. Yeah.
They won't put that. The media won't put that because it's all clickbait. It's all agenda. So, and then as time goes on, people talk on the internet. Who knows? And people say
Okay,
it's the
just talk about the
album
diss. Yeah,
sales
just
and
talk about the diss.
people saying it's the albums going for the album sales, and if so, man, what's the point of your fucking album? You're supposed to sell it. So, I mean, I don't really care. Is there better ways to do it? Sure, but at the end of the day, I don't really like defending grown ass men. I'm my own man. I don't like getting into all that. But
Hey, it is what it is, man.
yeah, because this is I'm not here I'm just talking about it what I see. I'm not gonna defend another grown ass man. But what I wanted to say.
Nope.
I think it's good for hip hop. Like you were saying, there's nobody in hip hop even wanting to even challenge each other like that. And I feel like and I don't want to hear the arguments, the streams and just because you sell streams, just because you get streams, I mean you're a good artist. Just because you ain't getting as much streams as another artist, I mean they're not a good artist. So I see that argument too on Twitter and all that. The game's album's not even gonna get more than Curtain Call
30-40 sales.
He made okay.
Man, Lil Pump and 6 9 were on the Billboard charts, bro. If you're telling me that don't mean shit.
Yeah. So and a lot of people on the internet just like I say, just buy into what other people say. People rather be a follower. People will do everything to fit in. So if someone else saying this, they're gonna ride with it before even having their own opinion. And I feel like people are scared to even voice their opinion, so they just ride with whatever the hot thing is to say, And
Kevin,
yeah,
that's some real shit.
I don't really care, because I like my own thing, and I'm not gonna say fucking to say some blasphemous stuff like MGK's this track was better. That's how you know they in their feelings, because that's false.
They're bringing up MGK. They gotta bring up old
that's false. You can't tell me from the just the whole track itself, man. Then people are like, oh, it's 10 minutes long.
It's the worst 10 minutes of my life.
When that tells me that they're
not 10-minute track before, bro.
But that tells that to me that actually shows more of the ignorance on
10 minutes
newer
of
hip
my
hop
life.
fans, because it's like if they know Game's history, a 10-minute diss track, he got one longer than 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Bars is 15 minutes.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like if they knew his history, they would understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they knew his history, they would be like, 10 minutes. Oh, that's just the game. You know what I mean? Like they should know that.
Game. They should
if
know
they knew
that.
the game's history, they would. The 10 minutes wouldn't be an issue.
That's what I'm saying. They say, oh, he'll do this for media attention, and if so, I mean, all the artists do the same thing. You think Lil Uzi Vert got a diamond on his head just to put it on his fucking head? Damn right, he did that shit for fucking media attention. But they won't throw that at certain artists. They won't throw that at certain people because the hot thing to do is label it for what everyone else is saying for a certain person. So that's just how I see it. That's all that's all social media. You go in the comments, it's always negative shit. It's always negativity. I mean, you can say the song negativity too, but this is more to me hip hop itself and wanting the battle, because this started with him saying he wanted to do a versus Eminem. And again, I feel like the media kind of pushed it to where it is now, where he's going out of his way to make a track to, start that. And if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I don't really care. But we can go on to the album. It was a dope album. Like 30 songs, yeah, it's a long ass album. But there's some good, in my opinion, some good tracks on there. I don't know what y'all feel. Y'all could take the big screen if y'all want. But as I got more thoughts going through my head, I'll say.
Right. I'll go then. Okay. All right, let's start with the Black Slim Shady then first. I agree with you, Kev, that a lot of people need to have their opinion before they speak on something.
So I'll respond to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people tend to have an opinion on something that they haven't even, invested their time into actually looking into or listening. Like you haven't even listened to the track and you're like, man, this shit's trash. Just to because a couple of people it's like bro, hold up, how about you sit down, listen to the track first, and then listen to it a couple of times and be like, okay, then I could form an opinion and without biasness too, because like you said, if you're an Eminem fan, like if someone came after my favorite MC, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm gonna be like, damn, but at the same time, I'm not gonna hold judgment. If shit's fire. How do you think people feel about when Pusha T dissed Drake? Like, imagine if you're a Drake fan, bro, like that, you can't sit there and be like, man, this shit's trash. It's like, I mean, You gotta be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? It's
facts in
like
there. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying this is on the
Gotta-
level of
gotta
story of
be real.
Adidon. I'm not saying that at all. But you know what it is though when it affects your favorite. Yeah, when it affects your favorite, like you got to be real, like, and come with a fair judgment. But I will
I'll
say
say Nas
this.
is one of my favorite. Nas is one of my favorite rappers, right? Takeover
Yeah.
is still a hot ass track, and then Ether is a hot ass track. I still fuck with both, even though I like
Yeah.
Nas more than Jay-Z. But both tracks are dope, and that's their own hip hop beef. It's like with the beef of Pac and Big.
Man,
like both they got their own beef.
It's just
but, you still fuck with
competition.
both.
That's another segment we gotta have
But people,
too. To talk about
I feel
different
like
beefs.
they take it too damn serious. With
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. Like,
It's
I mean,
just
my opinion on that, I personally,
hip-hop
I'm looking forward to
competition.
Eminem's response if he responds. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I'm gonna
Well,
say
'cause- so I
Eminem
look
suck
at
your
this.
shit's trash if it ain't.
Yeah.
If that shit's
So
dope,
look-
if he fucking
so-
slaughters them like Eminem fans say you will, like I'll give him
Yeah.
props to that.
With this one is like more so, like I said, I think it's more for the sport of hip hop, and it's the competitiveness. Like we all know how that shit is. Like
Mhm.
when you like the freestyling, like you're freestyling with people, like even back on radio shows and stuff, like you're trying to have the hottest freestyle. Like you're not trying to be like that next man like that just came in the booth. Like I'm trying to one up you. You know what I mean? I can't have you walk in here and spit a better 16 than me. Like, bro, that's the whole reason people did this shit in the beginning too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course it's the fun, it's for the community and stuff like that, but the competitive sport nature of hip hop. Of course, you have battle rap. You have MCs who take it serious to where you want to perfect your craft, where you don't want that next man to have that better, like I said, that better 16 than you. You know what I mean? Especially like in the streets or people that you just knew at school, like, or someone that rapped. We grew up like that. Like I have, I'm not gonna say names and stuff, but like I freestyle with people who would challenge you, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna have you one up me when it comes to that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna, you got to keep. It's just that competitiveness.
First,
like
you're gonna feel like you're better. Huh?
Exactly.
You always gonna feel that.
And the thing is, maybe you won't be as vocal, but that's on you to be.
Yeah,
vocal.
of course. You're not gonna. Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna be vocal, but that competitive spirit comes into play. It's like playing basketball. It's like damn well, if Kobe and MJ. It's like damn, we going at it, but not Kobe and MJ, Kobe and LeBron or something. We're going at it, right? Posting up this and that, but it's like pat on the back, good shit, man. Like you hit that fadeaway on me, I'm gonna come back. Hit a 3 on you, you know what I mean? It's like
just going back and forth.
It's just competitive nature, you know what I mean? That's the sport part of hip hop that I feel like a lot of people tend to forget.
They don't address that
era now, you know what I mean? I feel like it was starting to come back though, especially like when Benny the Butcher, all these guys started with talking, saying like I got the best album. You know what I mean? I feel like that's starting to come back a little bit. But you got to be tapped in. Like you got to be tapped into hip hop for real, like to see that and to understand that. Everyone talking about album of the year. I mean, even this year, Pusha T, I'm gonna have the album of the year. The Game, I'm gonna have the album of the year. Freddie Gibbs talking about Benny Butcher, Conway. You know what I mean? So it's like everyone's that competitive nature. You know what I mean? Is everyone's coming back out and saying that shit. Like, I think that's what this is, because like Keb said, if you're just looking at snippets on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, then you're not gonna get the full story, the full picture. It's like
full shit. No,
it's like seeing an article. It's like seeing an article posted, and it's just the headline. Like, click on the article. I guarantee you that headline is totally misleading until you read the shit. It has to be clickbait. It needs something to gravitate you towards what is being talked about, right? So, games always show love, even with the diss track. It was obviously some admiration, some type of love to even make a diss track like that. If you even want to call it a diss track. Because it's a mix of paying homage as well as a diss. Like, yes, to me, I was talking to FG about it because we were talking about it, and I was telling him it's more so of like step in the booth type shit. You know what I mean? It's like I put mine out. Let's see what you got. Like, we know who you are. We know the skill that you got and all that. But step outside type shit. You know what I mean? Yep, that's how I look at it as more so.
That's how the game kind of.
It's not a beef. It's not beef. Like, obviously, we know it's not beef. This is not beef. I hope people understand this is not like no type shit. You know what I mean? There's no like crazy. I mean, I don't know. We don't know everything behind the scenes.
Let's see how it escalates,
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know everything, but from what it looks like,
but just off like what you've seen on the interview, like he never disrespected them.
No, he's always shown love.
He's not good, and that's why people are using his tweets. Like, people are using his tweets fucking because I know he like on one of his tweets from like 2021 he labeled like Eminem as number 4, but in his track he said something like he's not top 4. If that's the same in rap beef, whatever, you mean, he's still, I don't know, like if he fucking feels that way, he can have a change of
mind. And I personally hope
like he's not top 4 anymore, like
Yeah, I mean, I mean, bro, my top 5 changes all the time. Like that's just like as I grew up from a kid to where I am now, my top 5 has totally shifted. You feel me? Like I
think it was
understand.
Straight Champs.
Yeah, and I understand who has the technical skill. Like Eminem is in that bracket of when you're talking about technical skill of rappers. You know, the big L's, big puns, L's eyes, Royce da 5'9", Eminem, et cetera, Black Thought, people like that. You know, but then you have, you know, your own top 5. You have, you know, who got the hit records, things like that. Like it depends on what you're talking about. I feel like a lot of shit it has to be categorized now, but he said a lot of truthful stuff in the track. Like, and I thought it was a good track. I mean, we could dive deeper into that too. I'll let Darnell speak before we start. You know, each person kind of get a turn. But I personally hope Eminem responds. You know, like, I hope he responds honestly, because I think, like I said, I think it's good for the culture, more so for the sport, some competitiveness, because it might not just be them two. Like, you know, other people could step up into it, be like, hold up. I mean, people forget, but like I said, you have to be tapped into hip hop to know this. But there was a moment, I want to say, was it last year? I don't know if it was last year, 2020. It was one year, but Royce da 5'9", Lupe Fiasco, Ransom, and like, you know, Mickey Fax, certain rappers, like each one were like, you know, saying like, who's the best? Like, I'm the best. Fuck you, I'm the best type shit. You know what I mean? Like they were making diss tracks towards each other, but it was for the sport.
That's always been.
I think I'm better than you, right? You think hold up, I'm better than you. Hold up, Lupe Fiasco jumped into it. I'm better than you. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people
better than busting out guns, bro.
Yeah, but it's because it's the game, and he has a, you know, bigger voice and bigger platform. As soon as he says some of them about a guy like Eminem, people gonna gravitate towards that. But be forgetting, it's like, bro, people have been doing this. This is hip hop. Like, I think I'm better than you. I think you're, you know what I mean? It's like that's just hip hop type shit. You know what I mean? It's just because the platforms that he's on and he's a bigger name. Is it's gonna be this big, and it's Eminem at the end of the day. If you touch Eminem, oh, you said something about Eminem. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, relax. It's the sport. Like, if Eminem replies, he replies. And then let's keep this shit going. Let's see where it gets to. You know, this is the beginning, really.
And before we let Darnell talk, because I see all the comments, man, it's like, you know, Eminem's gonna get game out off. You know, he's gonna make game change to a different genre like MGK, blah blah blah. Like,
nah,
I realized this man was off a G Unit going up against 50 in his prime, handing, fucking
and Lloyd Banks and people,
own, you know, all of them,
bro,
you know,
all of them.
It's a different time now.
Some tough shit to do.
Hip hop is different, the fans are different, but at that time, you know, he was able to hand his own against a fucking G Unit powerhouse at that time, you know. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like you're telling me he can't go against him?
Handle his own, you know. So
bro,
we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like people be having like some type of like fucking amnesia or something. Like they really be like forgetting, bro. Like that the game got a history.
Tell you, man, it's only what everyone, they buy into what everyone else says, man.
Yeah,
I don't care about the social media antics, because everyone say social media. Everyone got social media antics. They don't want to admit to that. A lot of artists have social media antics they want to bring up, but they always bring it up for him. But I don't care about that. This is about the music. I'm talking strictly about the music, because I'll say again, like other people have said too, Game has had one bad album. He's been in the game for almost 20 years. And
so what about album? Where's it at?
They bring up the 50 and they bring up the 50.
I just want to hear it.
It doesn't matter about album sales either. What's the bad album by Game?
You said where's the bad?
No, what's the bad album is what I'm asking you. Did you say one?
That's what I'm asking you. I said not to one bad.
No, I said where.
Yeah, I personally think he has a great body of work. I think he has a very underrated body of work, in my opinion. So
his discography is pretty solid.
His discography is really, really up there.
Not one bad album.
Yeah, I can't think of.
I got in this argument. I think Darnell was there. In my engagement party, we were talking about 50 Cent. 50 Cent may have numbers wise. Get Rich or Die Trying.
The Game has a better catalog for sure.
But where's the duration of albums in the catalog? Yeah. You know, I say Game got more better albums than 50. When's the last 50?
I think that goes without saying. I think most people know that.
And people are like, "Oh, he's doing Power now. He's doing movies.
He's doing Power, bro. Like, come on." He got stars.
I mean, he's a smart businessman. He's gonna be making money doing that, but he knows the albums ain't gonna be the same. I can't even name his last album after His Ambition. That's like 2009. I can't name another album.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think after the massacre, I kind of just.
You don't know what happened to him. After that, Curtis, what happened? Curtis, whatever.
Even I feel like it.
I mean, what else?
Animals' Ambition was weak.
Animals, come on now. trash.
That's what I'm
It
saying,
wasn't
like
all
He
that.
said, "Check." I fuck with
And,
50 Cent
and
heavy,
I'll
but
compare, I'll compare,
yeah,
I
if
can
we're
compare
talking
it to
about
football,
after
man.
that, yeah,
I'll compare it to football, kind of like Calvin Johnson. They say of his time is the best, right? I compare that to 50 Cent. It wasn't that long though. And you put game, say
Uh,
Jerry Rice, who had a 20-year career of being productive.
Career compared to Calvin,
Longer,
it was
long wise. Obviously, I mean, still Jerry Rice is still arguably my best. Is the best receiver. I'm not saying the game is the best rapper, but I'm talking about more just longevity compared to a short sample.
okay, I know what you're talking about, but the
like he
thing I
gave you a
think,
quality of work,
but
but a short amount of
but 50
time.
Cent, I mean, he got the mixtapes on lock too, and G-Unit like
Yeah.
albums and mixtape too. So you gotta, I think you still have to put that into play too. You know what I mean? Like he
Oh,
has
of
the
course, but I'm
longevity
speaking
also.
strictly albums.
But if we,
I'm
yeah, but
speaking strictly
if
album
we're
wise.
putting album for album, like 100%
So I'm
album
not
for
even talking about
album,
game mixtapes.
then no. If we're putting album for album, the game it would
I'm not even
keep
talking game
going. The
mixtapes.
games will keep going, and it will come to a halt, like it to the point where 50 Cent won't have anything else. Like I said, the game's been pitting out. Like even we were talking about Born to Rap. That's arguably, we were talking about that. Arguably, I thought that could be up there with his best albums. Like
Yeah, I thought it
really
was
feel
best,
that
and
way. I
that's
really
it.
feel like I really thought that could be his best album. Like if it's hard to say that,
To go out.
but when you put everything into perspective, like damn, he's still doing that in 2019. It's like damn,
And
we
they
kind of
don't-
like, oh shit, he didn't
they
even
don't
lose a
want to give
step.
the flowers.
Yeah,
man.
lose a step,
They don't want to
bro.
give. They don't want to give
Yeah.
the flowers, and they don't want to give the flowers, man.
Yeah, nah.
To do
Drink Champs
to do
gave
what
him
he
his
done
flowers.
on this coast, man.
He said,
Yeah.
"Drink champs, going crazy." Oh,
All right,
okay.
Darnesia, tell us on how you feel a little bit.
How do I
I
feel
didn't even
about
get to that
this?
yet. We didn't even get to the Black Steve Shady right here.
It's
Yeah, the Black
crazy.
Slim Shady. Hey, the song's named after you, man.
The fat Slim Shady. The mix Slim Shady. It's crazy. So what should I talk about? There's a lot of criticism.
I mean, we already know you don't fucking just don't even like Eminem. I don't think you don't dislike Eminem.
I don't dislike
smoke on
Eminem.
this
It's just not an artist
You
I
understand.
listen to. I like Eminem's old stuff, man. I didn't go past any of his newer stuff coming up. But like I said, I ain't got no hate on no rapper like that. Eminem been on a lot of projects that that it's like, okay, he been on Lil Wayne, he had a track with 50 Cent. I mean, he got tracks with different artists that I mess with, so I can't really
And they do it as a white man.
I can't really avoid him, but it's not. Yeah, it ain't got
Darnell
nothing to
said,
do with race.
my
or
brother,
anything
we
like
don't listen to the black
No,
man.
but
I mean, to the white man. My brother.
No, but no. We're talking about.
If you letting this white man infiltrate the culture,
You know what I mean? I mean, we keep talking about what Eminem done. I'm saying, don't forget that he's doing it as a white male.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that-
he's doing
especially
that-
when he's coming on, wasn't taken
oh no,
serious.
yeah, nah. Eminem realistically, like skill wise, if we're talking about skill set, Eminem is on some. He's up there, like I said, with the big puns. Those guys like that,
Yeah.
like Eminem is in that bracket. Like
Yeah,
his
I'm
skill
bringing up
set-
race because that was a factor when he was coming in the game, especially at that time.
yeah,
Where
race is definitely.
a white
I mean,
rapper wasn't taken serious.
I mean,
which I
yeah,
still
yeah.
take- I don't take-
Nah, he
He
wasn't. He wasn't taken seriously at that time. No,
I mean,
yeah,
hip hop
he
is
wasn't.
hip hop. Like I said, I mean, it's like you're a guest in the culture. Eminem knows that. He's had interviews. Like he's been, he knows that he's a guest in the culture. But he
I
has
just wanted
the
Darnell to
utmost.
mention that before he goes
Yeah,
on. Because was
He
talking
has
about
the utmost.
Eminem
Yeah,
stuff.
he has the utmost respect for hip hop. He's never. I mean, like if we keep it real, like he's never done anything to like. I feel like disrespect the game. Now that like not the game, but the game of hip hop.
Oh, we might. We'll see what happens soon.
He said, "We'll see what happens." Nah, this, but
Let's
nah,
keep
I
it
ain't got. Yeah, no, Eminem is still cool. But I mean, there's a lot of criticism, coming into the record before even jumping into the album. I mean, the game is promoting his album, Drillmatic. There's like little snippets of maybe Big Sean being on it. And then you kind of don't know what the track list is. Then you wait till the track list comes out, then you see it, and you see a track called The Black Slim Shady. Now you're like, okay, now, what could this be here? That's like right there. People are like, okay, I need to click that track. That's the first track.
You already know how you have to click on that.
They're like, okay, Eminem, it's the game. Eminem, they might be beefing. I don't know. It sounds like it might be a diss track. I don't know. Let me play it. Let me listen to it. Wow, it's 10 minutes long. Like that's crazy. All right, that's already crazy for some people. Just like Caleb
these days.
Yeah, like just like Caleb was saying on Twitter, like just a lot of people just criticizing it already. It's like the game had a lot of long diss tracks and a lot of long records. I mean, I don't know if you're not if you don't know the game that well, then why are you saying it's 10 minutes long? So, but I mean, listening to it, I mean, it's just it don't really feel like a whole diss track in itself. It feel like, you know, he's paying like homage, but then he's telling them, you know, it's kind of like how Bryant, like he was saying, step in the booth, kind of. It's kind of like being competitive, like, you know, every rapper's gonna say they're better than they self. Like they better than everybody else around. They're gonna say I'm the best. I'm the best rapper. I got the best projects. I'm always gonna have the best fans and all that, the best sales. Everybody gonna say that for themselves all the time. Like that's how they are, you know, being in the type of music game they in. Like, you know, that's just how that's how you be and you come up. Like, but I mean the fact that he's not really kind of dissing Eminem. He's, you know, paying homage and you know, because Eminem got his.
But you can't say it isn't this, man. After he hijacks Matt in the Uber, that's when he gets into it. But like, I know what you're saying, as in kind of like, you know, he kind of mimicking his flow, but like you kind of get a sense of like there's respect there, but like, you know, he still wants, you know.
I think it's a good opener. He can
compete with a rapper like that. He can compete with a rapper like that because a lot of people think he don't got a chance. You know,
I think it's a good opener though. It's a good opener track, like to mimic that style. And it kind of goes.
I feel like he goes back all the songs he did.
But I feel like real quick, I feel like it kind of goes on to with the style. Like each verse kind of goes with the path of Eminem's career in a way. You know what I mean? I thought it was good storytelling too. Like, you know, there was some corny shit. Like, but Eminem has some corny shit. But Eminem has some corny shit too. Like back in the days too. He has some very corny shit that people aren't gonna. But he had the skill set was crazy enough.
The song is mimicking that, and they don't get. And that's fans don't get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm crazy. Like that's fucking something.
I personally thought it was. I thought it was a good. I thought it was a good.
I thought from the beats and inspirations to the storytelling.
Shout out Hit Boy.
I thought it was actually dope.
Can we shout out Hit Boy?
Hit Boy did the beat.
Shout out Hit Boy real quick. Yeah. So
Hit Boy did the beat.
It really sounded like some shit that they would have been on.
No samples or nothing.
It sounded like some shit that they would have had back in the days. Like it for real sounded like.
It sounds like Eminem type beat and no samples, nothing.
On point.
Straight up Hit Boy beat.
Just on point. Yeah.
Yeah, but from the beat to the interpolations of Eminem to the storytelling.
Bro, and then the whole stand thing, like to even include that is like that's some genius.
Yeah,
he even
supposedly Matt. So I heard a comment saying supposedly Matt died on one of Eminem's old tracks, but like, who cares? This is his own story.
I had no.
Don't take it too serious.
Yeah,
don't take it too damn serious, man. It's a damn track. It stands a fucking fake ass character. So if they can make multiple Spider-Mans, they can make another Matt in the story.
I'm so dead. The multiverse of stands of Eminem.
Come on, man. Stan. I mean,
the Embers. The Eminem.
The game saying, you know what I'm saying? Eminem ain't big in Detroit. He's saying Big Sean is
shady verse. That's what
you're saying. Big Sean is big in Detroit.
I mean,
I don't know how you feel about that. I mean, you know,
Big Sean, I'm gonna put Eminem up there over Big Sean.
I mean,
of course.
I mean,
that's just when you're trying to make a diss track, obviously you're gonna say.
But of course. Yeah. I mean, the best rapper in Detroit.
And Big Sean's the dude, you know.
So I don't care what anyone says. Illzai is the best rapper in Detroit. So fuck
He's
all
from
that.
Detroit. Oh,
Royce the 5'9" even said too. One of the scariest people he ever been in the booth with is him, and he's Eminem closest to Eminem. And he said Illzai is like the scariest nigga like to jump in the booth, you know. So.
Even compete with like that. Yeah. I mean, it's it's a solid track to where they kind of just. He's kind of going back and forth and kind of mimic his style of rap over the past years he have done, but just kind of agreeing with Caleb in a way. Like people just you can't really just look at a track or look at the project and not play it all the way through because you're saying people are saying it's trash or it's like it's the worst 10 minutes of your life, bro. Don't even check it out. He ain't even saying nothing really. He really just talking.
He was saying some shit. Like in between that, he was definitely saying like even the penetrate the culture line. Like he has some lines in there that were like,
or he ain't saying enough bars.
Those type of things could hit because like within the culture, like obviously we are like every like, and if we're talking about just the culture of hip hop, like we all know, and if we're specifically talking about Black people, we all know like and what Eminem's skill set is. Like obviously, like he's one of the best. Like that's just goes. We know that. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows that. I think it's not even like you can't. It's not up for debate. No one can say Eminem is trash. Let's get that out the way. right?
He's
As far as rapping, the technical ability and the skill, that is rare. Like there's a lot of people who can't do that. You know what I mean? So, but if we're talking about just shit that like that we could that we feel like we're like in the culture, you know what I mean? Like the shit that we do every day and all like you know what I mean? It's just a kind of that type of thing where it's like it's that relatability I feel like is that separate that just a little separation of just Eminem just being the white guy in the culture, you know what I mean? Of course it's gonna you're not gonna it's the one thing I think that is the part of his career that like what did he say something about him being perfect or whatever, like he's the perfect rapper like as far as skill set everything, but him being white is the only thing that sets him apart, which is crazy when you think about it, you know what I mean? Because there's that disconnect. There's always going to be a little disconnect as far as from the culture. Like I'm talking about like in the real, like on some street shit too, you know what I mean? Like in just real, like what black, in barbershops, et cetera, whatever you want to talk about. But there's always going to be that small little disconnect that Eminem will have just because of that. So I think that's what he meant. I think with that whole, with some of the stuff that he was saying about the, bringing up like the, this long in the game and you still ain't penetrate the culture. Like, you know what I mean? Those are the type of lines and diss tracks that you got to listen out for. Well, I think a lot of people kind of listen to outside the surface of it. But when you really dissect it and go into certain lines, there's some shit that's like, hold up. Like he's saying some stuff and it kind of opens the door for if Eminem responds. I feel like it's more so to I would respond to those type of things, like those small little hits, those jabs that Game was throwing.
Bars you were saying in it. Yeah,
he mentioned his daughter, which to say whenever someone mentions his daughter, he replies. So we'll see if that happens. Yeah.
I'm dead. Hey, she replied herself though.
Supposedly, yeah, but that's cool. Yeah. Again, we talking about the diss track. Eminem fans is hating. Obviously,
I mean the game is a much formidable opponent than MGK though. Like I would rather have a competition against.
It pisses me off. Is like, dude, don't even bring MGK into this.
I mean, MGK's diss wasn't that bad. I think Eminem was Eminem's diss. But
as a rapper,
like that whole, I feel like just throw that whole shit away. Honestly, just
throw it away. As a rapper, MGK is nowhere near the game when it comes to rapping. So I know they use that as an insult. I know, but we're speaking between them two because they're trying to say MGK is better. They're using that as an insult. When technically, that's blasphemous. That's a blasphemous lie.
Oh yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah. And I do want to let people know too, just in case it's the first time watching. Like we are a West Coast based podcast. Like we're from San Diego. We're 2 hours away from LA, so we all grew up hearing the game 1,000 more times than Eminem too. Even me though, I always gravitated more towards East Coast rap just in general growing up. So I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up too. So I just want to let people know that there's no biasness or anything too.
Also different. No, to be honest, there's also a different audience, bro. Damn right, 90% of hip hop Eminem fans are white. Me as a white man. Me as a white man, I like Eminem, but I'm not no damn stan. I'm not the 90%. I'll be honest with you.
You're not one of those. You're not of some statistics. He's not
my top 5 or top 10 favorite.
Yeah,
and that doesn't mean when I say favorite, don't mean I can't acknowledge him being a top 10 rapper. I can say he's a top 10 rapper, but in my top 10 personal favorites.
I mess with white hip hop fans though that like that really like. But I mess with white hip hop fans like you, like who really like you said, you don't have that bias in that judgment. You know what I mean? But you know the history. But if you know the history of it,
fans are watering down hip hop, bro.
Yeah, you got to know the history too. Like I feel like once you're part of something, like know the history of it too before you start speaking out of turn. Like because then it starts to get a little weird. Like if you don't know your history of hip hop, like it's time to do a little bit of research. You know what I mean? Before you start to speak on things, because you don't want to just speak on what's new and what's popping. Like I feel like you should know, the old things. Like even on here, like we've talked about stuff like that. I'm sure there's stuff that we all learned, and we all had to go back to and learn things. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's shit that I said that I've gave Darnell game on certain things too. You know what I mean? Because he knows a lot about the newer music. I don't know a lot about the newer music, so stuff that he'll give me. You know what I mean? So it's like I learned a lot just from doing this podcast in general. But I think that's one thing when you speak on things like this, it's kind of like we said before, like I said before, the 10-minute thing. It's like, well, if you would have known your history, you would know that the game has, diss tracks, and even a lot of diss tracks in the past are long as hell. This long tracks. So a lot of people artists have long tracks. You know, Eminem has some long ass tracks, man. It's like
that's why when I talk about the game, I feel like he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Because even when I see lists of top diss tracks, 300 bars doesn't get brought up, and that pisses me off.
yeah, nah, that's definitely up there.
That
I think
he
that's
took on
definitely up there.
June on his own, bro, with that track.
Yeah, that should
And that
definitely be
shit
up there.
was doing. That shit was.
Yeah,
at
it's
that
kind of
time,
weird. I think
5.
people put more of his antics in the way of his discography.
music.
Like the music to me is like if you're talking about just if we just bring it down to West Coast artists just in general,
300.
you gotta put him like at least in that like
Yeah, and
like
but people bring up
that
antics
top-
like the
that top
line, bro.
five,
You can't.
you know.
A lot of people like to say the antics like he lies in his interviews, bro. But he's said multiple times in interviews about, for example, the Marine that was in the Osama bin Laden raid. Like he's mentioned that in multiple interviews, and I seen that alone. Where people were trying to say that he was capping on.
Like, people were like cat, but the Marine guy himself said it.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, shit like that. Where like I listen to his interviews because I'm a fan. Like I've heard him mention someone that's gonna lie. I'm sure they're gonna bring it up multiple times if they gotta lie that bad to make someone believe it. You know, like they'll maybe say it once and then you never hear it again.
Yeah, because some shit could be like, yeah, but all rappers exaggerate shit. You know what I mean? Like all rappers exaggerate stuff, and also trying to tell a memory like from like, you know, if I'm telling you something about 15 years ago that happened at this, like I'll probably tell you like a lot of the truthful shit, but there might be a couple things in there where I kind of forgot a little bit, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna tell you as best as I can.
People are saying he was lying. People are saying he's lying because he said, I think he said One Blood, but it was Red Nation. But it's like, dude. Like it's that long ago. It was 10 years ago. Like of course you get the songs confused. Like it's
technically you gotta deep,
you know.
Yeah, but I mean honestly, man, we could go forever talking about this. We honestly, this like I said, this could have been a whole episode where we just specifically dissect.
This basically is the whole episode
and the album, because even the album. But before we like end it all though, because like I said, we could even the lines. There's so much shit that there's a lot that I actually wanted to dissect to it, but I don't want to go on a whole extra hour doing that. So,
yeah, man. But
what are your
album? Don't let one track, you know.
What are your favorite? Some of your favorite songs though. Before we hop off of this, and
favorite songs.
Let's do like whether it's 30.
Tracks,
I mean, like 5. Name like 5 tracks that you're like, yeah. Like I go back to some of those, you know.
I'll go first because y'all be on. Y'all gonna probably be on it. Easy. Sit easy. Home Invasion was good. OPP was good.
Shout out DJ Paul for that.
How Far I Came was pretty fire. Heart versus Mind was good. Like the G Herbo track. Oh yeah, 2 Chainz. That was good too.
The one with G Herbo was fire, man.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I like Money Cash Clothes with ASAP.
Yep, that was pretty good as well. Didn't mind the Meek Mill Money Bag. I didn't mind that.
It was back to back. It was Change the Game with Ty Dolla $ign, then How Far I Came with Freddie Rich.
Yeah.
I mess with those two pretty heavy too.
I'm telling you, man. I don't think there's really a skip on this, man.
Honestly, we didn't even talk about that, but honestly, this is a
what? Really ain't no skip.
Even the track with Blueface, man. Even the track with Blueface wasn't that bad. He's only on there for like 10 seconds.
2 Chainz. I was telling you about the 2 Chainz one, bro. I was like, man, why can't 2 Chainz rap like this more often, bro? Because I was like, this man was going
2 Chainz, yeah. Because it's just like them different type of production.
I feel like it depends on who you're your instrumental and who you're rapping with. Like you're on a track with Pusha T in the game. Like you gotta rap good. Yeah, you can't
rapping trash.
Half-ass that verse. You're not gonna half-ass the verse.
Yeah,
Rick Ross was fire.
Keep it a buck. I think the only one that I didn't like, and you guys are gonna hate me for this. Cause
La La Land.
Nah, Nicki B.
Young Boy.
Which one?
Nicki B was dope. Nicki B survived.
Bro, honestly,
you sound like French Montana. Sorry, names. I already know you. And then
I didn't like Nicki B.
Yeah, bro, but it just didn't for the game. I feel like it just didn't fit the album. It just didn't fit.
I get that.
Like when I'm hearing the game on this, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like it threw me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it threw me off as I was listening to the album, and then that shit played. I was like, wait.
I'll tell you this. I fuck with the track. I fuck with the track.
Only song
you're saying there where that could have been left off.
That could have been left off.
But
for sure.
I don't want it to be discredit the song. The song's still about in my opinion.
That's like, bro, give that to DJ Khaled and put that shit on his album or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Put
yeah,
on-
yeah,
just-
put
it
on
didn't-
that.
it didn't-
It'd still be a
it
dope
didn't
track.
fit.
To me, I think
Yeah.
it'd still be a dope track. You put on DJ Khaled.
Yeah, it's not like bad. I'm not saying it's bad. Like I listened to the whole track. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't, but it didn't fit for what this. It didn't fit for the album.
I get that. I get that, and I
But
like the
that's-
track. But I get what you're
personally,
saying with
personally, that's the only skip. OPP I thought was cool too. So I thought
that.
that
I'm
was
not
a
even
good
a
song.
YoungBoy
but-
fan. I thought that was a dope DJ Paul.
Yeah,
produced that.
I'm
That
gonna
was
keep.
really
I'm
hard.
gonna keep it a buck, bro. I really think this is actually a great body of work. It's definitely. I definitely enjoyed it, especially with a lot of the albums that came
bringing
out this
30
year. This is
For bringing
I
30
really
songs too.
for 30 songs, and it's hard to make 30 songs. And the fact that, for me personally, I only got one skip. I might have a couple where I might just to go through it, like just because it's 30 songs. So I'm just want to hear this song today or that song today. But
Like, I
in
don't feel
general,
like
if I'm
listening-
listening
yeah, I
to
don't feel
when
like
I was
listening to
the
that.
first couple of times when I listened to the album fully through, because like I said, we do album reviews and stuff like that. So I always give the album the respect it deserves, you know what I mean, to listen to the album fully through. So at least a couple times. I don't think I really actually skipped a song like each time I listened. So yeah, shout out the game, man.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. They give
you
his
know-
flowers, man. 18 years in the game, still putting out good quality work.
Yeah.
The haters gonna hate because that's the popular thing to do on the internet.
we do want him on the podcast, but this man said 10 grand. So
10 racks.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure the
Yeah,
price
10
is.
racks,
Hey,
man.
Hey, bro, we
Hey,
should try again,
you
bro. We should
donate-
try again, bro.
You could donate to us. We got a donation on our Anchor page. You can help promote us. Keep
For
listening.
10 grand to
Listen
get the
it on
game
audio.
right.
We got like we over 200 something on our Anchor, so we got
Hey,
some money on
facts,
there.
bro.
We not
Facts.
close
That's
to-
something. We almost had 300. But
Hey,
honestly,
Kevin-
bro,
Hey,
I
doesn't
feel
disclose the
like-
information.
I feel like with this shit,
Kevin
bro, we
said,
should try,
hey.
bro. We should send him this episode and be like, bro, we fighting for you.
Listen to us.
Come on the podcast.
Fight.
We fight.
Come on the podcast.
Same thing we did with Kanye West. It's like, bro, we're on your
Hey,
side, bro.
we-
Come on the podcast.
We're on your side, bro. We're not.
If
We're not
they
on-
don't
we're
join
not
this
on
time,
him
Kevin's
side.
like,
If he don't
Kevin's
join,
like,
bro,
I'm
as
gonna
soon
get
as
the game at your wedding.
if we don't join, bro, as soon as Eminem drops
We'll
a
get
diss track,
He pull up, man. He gonna pull up it.
we're gonna get Eminem on instead. If he
Kevin's like,
don't,
we
if he
get the
don't
game
come
at
on.
full on your wedding.
I'm dead.
Yeah, the game pulling up the wedding. Hey, that'd be legendary. That'd be straight. That'd be
Like, that's
crazy.
one of your groomsmen.
Yeah, nah, but I'm not gonna lie though, that Money Cash Close, bro, I be having it on repeat just because Money Cash Hoes. That's like one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Jay songs, and I listen to that shit all
Yeah,
the
me
time,
too,
even to
man.
this day. So when I heard this
That
and
beat
ASAP
hard.
Rocky,
You just hear-
A$AP Rocky
you
was
got
a perfect
DMX in the
fit.
back, like, what? Yeah,
Bro, that was a
DMX in the
perfect-
background.
bro, this is a perfect song, bro. That shit.
Yeah,
Was
shout
fire,
out
bro.
Jay Z for clearing that. Shout out Jay Z for clearing that.
And that
Man,
shows that
Clearing
shows
some of them samples, man. There was a lot of
Yeah.
little samples in here too. So good thing it was cleared.
yeah, a lot of samples too.
But I know we probably didn't get to that Nipsey record, but
honestly, I haven't even heard it yet, so I can't even speak on that.
Oh yeah, we didn't even bring on why I got taken down.
yeah.
Long story short, I don't blame Black Sam for getting taken down due to whack. It's unfortunate that it's on the game's album. The game has shown love. Nipsey has been one of his biggest supporters, while alive and passing. A lot of fans want to say, "Oh, he's doing it for attention," but he's been cool with Nip before Nip was even Nip, before everyone even knew him. So to say that he's just trying to ride him for attention is bullshit. But yeah, he put him on tour in 2008 when none of y'all even know who Nipsey was. So it's unfortunate, but I get where Black Sam's come from, where this guy's still representing you, and he's talking down on Nip's name, even though that's Wack's opinion. He's being vocal about it. But I still get it. He said to be vocal on it, and that's the consequence.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's kind of
Let's summarize
sucks. But I mean,
yeah, that
you
really
can still
did summarize it. That summarized it. That song was perfect.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, you pretty much summarized it. I mean, it sucks that it's not really on there, but I think maybe if you buy the
Hey,
project,
what about
you
the
can still get the.
Nah,
Record.
take it down.
They're taking it down.
Like I told you, you have to talk shit on iTunes. iTunes is still relevant. It was number 1 on iTunes, and then I knew it got taken down because it dropped to like 5th, and the track was off, and they told me to buy it again. So I know they took the original project off that I bought, and they re-uploaded it. And so
But
I
you
don't know if
had
that's
the
for
song, though, right?
sales or what. I have it, but like it says when I go on there again to buy it, and I already bought it. So I know, like, I don't know if that's gonna fuck up his sales by having like re-upload or some shit.
Damn,
But
that's kind of grimy.
That's kind of.
I noticed that. So I was like, it had to be like re-uploaded somehow because the track was gone and it's telling me to buy it again.
Yeah,
So,
nah,
yeah,
definitely
it
was
wants you to-
re-uploaded.
But I bought it already. That Friday morning, and I had the Nipsey track on my.
You still have the
it's on
track.
my Apple
Okay.
Apple Music app. I use Spotify right now, but it's on my Apple Music app through iTunes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I use Spotify. kind of most of the time. I don't know. Certain like
Man, that was-
Spotify.
I use Apple. I get to buy albums. If I want to buy an album to support, I'll go on iTunes.
That was a whole lot, man.
That was a whole lot.
And
A
the
whole
thing
lot of
that's crazy,
Christmas.
what's crazy about it is I
Especially
got so
shorter
much.
shit.
The crazy, I have so much more to say too. Like I really like got so much shit to say, but it's like, damn, I really ain't trying to go
We're already
like
on
2
the hour.
hours, you know.
We should never talk about everything else, but Sucks Nipsey stuff was today, so we can.
That's what I'm saying. So we got to
about
talk
that.
about. We got to talk about Nip. You know, what I mean, we always got to talk
Yeah,
about Nip.
Nip was had to be relevant for this
Man,
conversation.
just because I'm about to put at the like the little like when I put at the end the little end credit like when you could click the subscribe or click a video, I'm gonna put our Nipsey Hussle victory lap album review. So like y'all can check out that album review. Definitely, like I said, that's definitely probably still might actually be my favorite album review out of all of them that we done. So I hope people go check that one out. And happy birthday, Nip. Rest in peace, Nip. Go check out the new projects that drop. I'm about to go listen to that Black Thought one after this. So go listen to Dramatic. Yeah, go listen to Dramatic, all that good stuff.
I mean, Dramatic been on repeat all weekend.
you know,
And Nudie came out early.
Darnell gonna open the blinds and shake some ass to Meg the Stallion when he's at.
What?
This man Darnell about to go crazy. Yeah, this man
What?
Darnell. Hey, when the cameras off.
Boy, what is
Darnell got a BBL over the weekend.
Yeah, this
Boy,
man Darnell.
you wildin', bro. On that note, we're out.
Darnell got a BBL over the weekend.
We're out.
I'm dead, bro. This man
We're
Darnell
out.
about to
We're
go
out. The
crazy.
show is over.
Hey, this man about to go to the
Out.
codes and go crazy.
We are out.
I'm
We
dead.
are
He
out.
said,
They're wilding. I don't know what they talking. They wilding, bro. That was a pause. That was a long pause right there. That's
Darnell
crazy.
got that BBL done for Meg
Crazy.
the Stallion.
hey, facts. He it's about to be a hot girl summer. That
Darnell really got that hot girl summer.
I'm so dead. Nah, yeah, man. That's a wrap. So definitely
That's a
we'll
wrap.
definitely
Man.
catch us next Monday. You know what I'm saying? We're back with we back with the new Wi-Fi with the Wi-Fi. So we back. Yeah, catch us next Monday. We'll be back. We'll try to get some content. There's actually something I want to talk to you guys, but that's is after. It's something I want to try for the podcast. But so yeah, let's hop off of this.
All right,
but yeah, man, that's a wrap. Everyone have a good rest of your night. Stay safe and all that good stuff. Peace.